And there's also toilet paper. Toilet paper. Why? Because you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for everything. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. And today I want to show you guys my anti-aircraft missile launcher. It's a truck. It's a big truck. So let me give you guys a tour of the build. It's got a total of 10 wheels. Look at that. 10 wheels. This thing is huge. Look at the profile. I'm really happy with the color scheme too. So each wheel has a total of 3 off-road suspension thingies right there, and 1 support suspension right there. So you can actually see this thing bounce when you're driving. It's got pretty good suspension. It's got a couple of levers here and there. These are functional. They look like, ooh, look at that. I should actually paint that. Bam. It's got a couple of levers here and there that are actually functional. Like this one, and the one on the other side right there. As you can see, it's holding the canister in place right there. Because this thing is so heavy that it was actually tipping forward. So I wanted this to be like perfectly horizontal. So I had to include these levers right here. The color scheme is black, yellow, and red, and white. So I'm using yellow for like security purposes. So for instance, this the stairs right here, and this beam, and obviously this thing's right here, and actually down here, because you don't want to be crushed under thing. So yeah, and minor things here and there for decoration purposes. It's pretty heavy. It's made out of metal for the most part. I have some blocks up here that are made out of some wood blocks up here, because this canister was so heavy that it was actually like was making it impossible for me to move this thing. So I had to change a couple of things here and there. I had to place a couple of wood blocks in here, and I also have glass blocks, so you can actually see in here and make sure that the missiles are properly placed in the canister. Here's the entrance. I'm sorry for the frames, guys. This thing is, holy crap, it's just melting. Oh look, my computer is on fire. Great. So here's the entrance. So let me just jump in there. I'm not gonna close the door just because it's easier for me to watch what I'm doing if I have this thing open, but I can press 1 and lift the canister where the missiles go. And you actually have to do this in stages, because if you do it in one go, the truck will tip over, if you can't believe that. That thing is so heavy. So here are the missiles. If you're wondering, these things, you can actually load this onto the truck, into the canister. You have to use a contraption like that one. That thing, it looks disgusting. And loading these things in there is such a pain in the butt, man. It's so difficult. Which is why I'm not doing it right now, but it is possible. I managed to actually load one of these missiles in there. And so yeah, the thickness does fit in there. So here's the problem that I had. You cannot activate a contraption with a switch that is not on the contraption. So the controls have to actually be on board. And that's a problem. That's a problem, because that makes it so that I cannot launch the missiles from this cockpit right here. The way that I tried to solve that was by including some sensors on board, and I wanted to have these things right here. These blocks move around and actually end up in front of the sensor, so the missiles could be activated, and it does work. It does work, as you can see here. So I wanted to use these blocks right here to activate the sensors on the missiles to launch them, but man, I haven't tried that. I'm pretty sure, I mean, in theory it should work, right? The theory is sound. So it should work. But I haven't tried that just yet. Maybe you guys want to try that. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can download this map and this truck. So if you guys want to try that, it is possible in theory. So yeah, you can do that if you want. I have a bunch of controls here. Look at this mess. Holy crap, this is a mess. But oh man, I don't know what's what. But yeah, I don't want to tinker with that. So yeah, this is the truck. I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I'm really happy with the color scheme. My previous build was pretty ambitious. This was a little bit more easy to do. So yeah, that's it. Let me actually jump in here and drive this thing so you guys can actually see that it is possible to drive this. As you can see, I don't want to do it too much because my game crashes. My computer is usually on fire when I play this game. And my game just crashed, of course. I'll see you guys in a second. Anyway, guys, so yeah, the theory should work. The theory is sound. The missiles should work. I mean, right? It only makes sense. I mean, look at this. Bam, right? It should go for like quite a while there. Like, bam. Look at that, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. You should be able to do this. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to actually load the missiles without it being such a pain in the butt. But in the meantime, if you guys want to check this out, you can do so. I also have a bunch of things right here, and there's a spare wheel and a bunch of controllers, and there's also toilet paper. Toilet paper. Why? Because you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for everything. But anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, remember to leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.